With a mournful gaze, the one called Grimnir watched as freehold sailors and rangers worked. The sound of their labors carried over the salt-spraying breeze and mingled with the lapping and crashing of waves. Overhead, the stars still turned in cloudless skies as the crew of the Sunbeam and its complement hurried in the dead of night to stow the cargo Grimnir had brought them on his sled that very same eve. Spears, their black burnt halves gleaming in the moonlight, and shields shaped from the evergreen wood of Yarnvither trees. The thorns of the lodge, he thought, and the bark of Keranos. As Grimnir saw the armaments pass from hand to hand on their way below deck, his mind wandered back to mere days ago when he had returned home to his hermitage high in the mountains. He recalled his cabin and workshop not much worse for wear despite 5 years of near-endless winter. He recalled hanging up his greens and browns and donning his red coat and namesake hood. He recalled lighting the fires in the cold stone hearths, lighting the lanterns in the darkened rooms to banish the shadows of winter. He had grinned as the flickering firelight was met by the 8 dancing ghostly lights of the Vitir, the spirits of the mountain vales. He had seen their chilling blue wisps coalesce into tiny figures. Grimnir had smiled at their arrival. "It's been some time, it would seem," he had said in welcome. "Come, my little friends, we have work to do." On the deck of the Sunbeam, watching the freeholders work alongside their lodge allies, Grimnir thought back to those early morning hours in his workshop, the long nights of affixing blades to hafts and binding rims to planks. He recalled the smell of wood smoke and pine resin, the aching in his hands, and the clinking and clattering of tools. He remembered one night stopping, tools in hand, and taking in the sight of the Vitir scurrying about with spear points and shield bosses. How he had rued that sight. This place, these tools, these hands once used to bring joy to young hearts, now making implements of war, tools of the hunt. On the deck of the Sunbeam, Grimnir, as he was known to some, reminded himself as he had that night in the workshop. Should these new terrors be left unchecked, there may be no more hearts to gladden, no spirits left to lift. And the monster will have won, he muttered aloud. Grimnir strode across the deck, his boots echoing off the hollow hull, to his sled and the 8 antlered beasts that had brought him this far and joined him on many journeys past. The team shifted uneasily as the ship crested the waves on its journey westward. Grimnir gave the lead animal a pat on her scruffy neck. His reminiscent gaze was met by chilling blue wisps of light coalescing once more into kind, gentle eyes. "Come, my friends, we have more work to do."